Welcome back. Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano is asking the Muslim community in the state to live peacefully with other residents of the state. The governor gave this admonition when he hosted a delegation of Muslim brothers and sisters living in Anambra in the spirit of the Eid al-Kabir celebration at the Governor's Lodge in Awka.
This is the fourth time the Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano would be hosting members of the Muslim community in the state since his administration began. It is in the spirit of the Salah celebration, which calls for happiness and love.
You have honored us since you came to power. I say it's a privilege because in the history of Anambra State, the Muslim communities have never been honored the way you have honored us. We pray for you, we pray for the state, we pray for the family, and we pray for the country, that peace will continue to reign. Also, we pray that the issue of insecurity will never come back to Anambra State. We also pray that kidnapping is already a thing of the past.
Prayers for the peace of the nation and the state were offered, in which the Chief Imam Abdullahi Hamza and another faithful, Sani Nwafo, prayed for the security chiefs as well as the nation. The governor then advises the august visitors to continue to live in peace with the indigenous people of the state and, most importantly, appeal to them to be vigilant so as to nip any security challenge in the bud.
Live here as if it's your village. Go about your business, nobody will molest you. The only thing we demand of you is what anybody will demand of you, to live in peace and harmony with the people that you're staying with. This is a time of tribulation in our country. With the challenges in the northeast, you must shine your eyes and report to the law enforcement agents any stray fellows that will destroy this peace that we are enjoying. So I charge the Muslim community in particular to be up and doing, to be careful about new people that are joining you here. For obvious reason, because of the challenges in the northeast, there's no way you don't expect people from there to come to where their relatives are living.
Memorable pictures were taken, after which the governor treated them to a sumptuous lunch, which he personally served.
Well, time now for business news on the news at 10 with Emana Amawe.
You first. First Bank.
Welcome to Business News. Well, Slot Systems Limited has unveiled one of Nigeria's celebrated artists, Oladapo Oyebanjo, popularly known as the Banj, as its brand ambassador. The event took place at the company headquarters in Ikeja, Lagos, and had the managing director reel out the reasons for their choice as well as the plans they have for customers. Our correspondent, Ini Thompson, reports.
For over 15 years now, Slot Systems Limited has opened its doors to Nigerians who desire to purchase mobile phones and accessories, as well as other electronic devices. Over time, the company has duplicated its presence in 50 branches spread in various states of the country, as well as online stores. Now, Slot Systems Limited has embraced a new strategy in its branding and marketing as it unveils its brand ambassador, Oladapo Oyebanjo, known more as the Banj.
This is collaboration for me, collaboration to create value. We want to create value for the Nigerian people. We want to bring a different shopping experience. We want to bring more of international way of doing business. And so we couldn't have looked elsewhere than to get the music icon himself.
For those who would ask why the choice of the Banj, the executive director, Mrs. Nkechi Ezegbo, gives the answer.
The Banj has the quality, the image we are looking for as an ambassador. It's creative, evergreen, just like our products.
And as the partnership is sealed in pen and paper, the bank wastes no time in proposing ideas which will solidify the relationship.
If you pick anybody's phone right now, other than you calling or playing on social media, music is always on your phone. So very soon, with this partnership, be rest assured you will walk into our stores, slot stores, and you'll be able to buy the original CDs of creative arts.
The company says it also has other packages which it has made available to customers.
You wake up one day and now realize that, oh, I think I need to upgrade this phone. You have the latest model. What do? You bring it to a slot and give us the older version of that model, and you pick up a new one. I just pay the differential. If you have bought your phone from any of our slots, in the next 1 year, you have free screen insurance.
Slot Systems Limited prides itself with after-sales services, which they say competitors cannot offer. Ini Thompson reporting for Channels Television News.
Interesting indeed. While the planned revocation of licenses of undeveloped marginal oil fields in Nigeria proposed by the Department of Petroleum Resources is yet to be achieved as the revocation deadline has expired. The immediate past director of the DPR, Mr. George Osahon, says the marginal fields awarded in 2003, which had been non-performing for 10 years, would be revoked last month. Nigeria has 315 oil fields, out of which 97 are not producing, leaving 218 fields currently in production. And all industry experts say that the plan of the National Petroleum Corporation to review the fiscal terms of existing production sharing contracts may be opposed by the international oil companies involved in the deals. According to the experts, the review could discourage investments by all majors and cause them to move their resources out of Nigeria. Africa's largest producer has a production structure that is majorly split between joint venture partners with the NNPC on shore and in shallow waters, along with the shared contracts in deep water facilities offshore. In times of low oil prices, as the nation is witnessing now, today's governments are likely to offer more favorable fiscal terms to the IOCs to stimulate interest in further investments. And the chief executive officers of the institutions making up the National Association of Securities Dealers will meet in Lagos next month to discuss key issues and developmental initiatives in the Nigerian OTC market. The financial derivatives over-the-counter platform currently has 177 registered brokers and 107 participating institutions. NASD has a market capitalization of 476.95 billion naira and a total share capital of 106.34 billion naira. Since the beginning of 2015, a total of 819 million shares have been traded in 1,521 deals on the OTC platform. Companies like Friesland Campinapa paid the highest dividend of 8.24 kobo. That's 8 naira and 24 kobo. Kappa and the Alberto PLC also declared dividends of 1.2 kobo, while Afriland Properties and the Central Securities Clearing System paid 4 kobo and 27 kobo respectively. Well, though the trading floors have been quiet in Nigeria, let's see how the equities traded outside our shows. Stay with us. And that's it on Business News tonight. I'm Imana Amawe. Gimba will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
You first. First Bank.
After years of intense efforts to eradicate polio in Nigeria and successfully recording 1 year without a case of the disease, Nigeria is set to be officially removed from the list of polio endemic countries. The announcement by the World Health Organization, the WHO, is expected at a meeting of Global Polio Eradication Initiative in New York. 3 years without cases of polio are required before a country can be declared polio-free. It will mean that there will be just 2 endemic countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan, where transmission of the paralyzing virus has never been interrupted. Jean Go, UNICEF country representative in Nigeria, describes it as an important milestone, but warns that efforts must be sustained at every level if polio is to be eradicated. Polio is spread by poor sanitation and contaminated water and usually affects children. The virus attacks the nervous system and can cause irreversible paralysis, usually of the legs, within hours. And still ahead on the news at 10, FIFA's president Sepp Blatter comes under intense scrutiny after Swiss prosecutors. That's the sports news. Stay with us.